Ayushmann, I don't know any other trailer recently that has inspired the kind of response that Article 15 has. I'm sure that you feel the same way. I'm sure you've heard those responses. Now, the title, of course, Article 15, it's the film is named and based after Article 15 of the Indian Constitution, which prohibits discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. And like Anubhav Sinha's last film, Mulk, it seems like he's taken a sledgehammer to make that point. Is that fair to say?
You'll be surprised. I've said this earlier also that he had offered me a rom-com. So he was not on that morcha or that
Right, man on a mission.
Yes, he was not. I was the one who just extracted this script out of him. That I wanted
Correct.
something like
you
this.
apparently demanded to
Yeah.
be cast in this one.
Yes. So he could not see me in that film though. But I was like, I was hell-bent. I want to do this film.
What about this film sort of appealed to you? What was it that was it the incident that has sort of triggered or inspired the story? What was it specifically that spoke to you? Why was this a film that you wanted to make?
It comes again with my theatre background that I've been doing street theatre, and when you do street theatre, you tackle social issues, and I seriously believe that this should be eradicated, and we should get rid of this discrimination.
Yeah.
It still exists, not only in rural India but also in urban India. The recent suicide of Dr. Payal is testimony for that. And I firmly believe in this issue. It's not that I'm doing it for the sake of it, that I have to play a certain character in the film.
Right.
And I'm not selling my film.
Yeah.
It's nothing like that. There's no agenda behind it. The agenda is only to create awareness amongst youth that this is happening in a country and we should get rid of it.
And do you believe that cinema can be a powerful tool towards spreading that message?
Cinema has always been powerful. I've always said that there are two big entities in a country, cricket and cinema.
Yeah.
We take these two things really seriously. Actors and cricketers are the opinion leaders of a society. That's the truth. That's the fact. And it's just that I hope it reaches the masses, the mainstream, the B and C, C, D centers, so that they also realize that we are doing something about it. And I don't know, it will not change overnight.
Sure. It won't be one film.
It can't happen overnight.
Correct.
We need, at least it will initiate the discussion.
Right. It's quite obvious from the trailer that one of the triggers for the story is the Badayun incident from 2014, in which two Dalit girls were raped and badly, very, very cruelly murdered and hanged actually. And of course, that incident there was a scenario where the political party at the time, the Samajwadi Party, was meant to be close to those who were accused. The police was accused of leniency. That incident is seen as the trigger. I know that the filmmakers, I know that you all have said that it is the plot is an amalgamation of several incidents,
Yes.
including Badayun.
Yeah.
But of course, you're aware that the Brahmin community in the north are upset about the film. How much importance do you place to that?
In a way, I think back of our minds, we were ready for some kind of issue getting stirred out of the trailer or out of the film, because
Right.
we've seen that happen in Padmavat also and various
Correct.
other films. But they should realize that there's a censor board, and they should trust in that board that they will not let anything pass which is probably insensitive to a particular community. This film has taken all the measures that it doesn't upset or offend any particular community. When they'll watch the film, they'll realize that whatever they're doing is redundant and just sheer waste of time and money.
Right.
And they'll realize that this film is actually very relevant and important. It is not demonizing a particular community. It is not offending a particular community. It is offending everybody. It's an offense towards the entire society, not just upper caste, but also the lower caste, reserve category. There's discrimination happening in that area also.
Right.
There's discrimination everywhere.
What was it like sort of working with Anubhav, who, it's interesting because he was known until Mulk came along, he was known for a very different kind of cinema. I mean, he's the guy who made, the Dusts and the Cash and even, Ravans.
Yeah.
And then he made a film like Mulk, and it really seems like he's found his voice in these sort of hard-hitting films about, about social evils. Did you find in him, a man who really cares for the society we live in and wants to, address major social evils?
It's the journey of an artist is to discover yourself.
Yeah.
he's discovered himself after Mulk, during Mulk. But he's always been this person. He was socially aware, politically aware.
Right.
He has a voice as an artist. He's an intelligent guy. But I think all these years, the films that he's been doing, he was like, I was always known as a technician. Nobody believed in me as a writer, as a thinker. But Mulk changed everything.
Right.
And I was the one who was like, I want to work with this person. Because that voice of sanity towards the end, in the climax, by Kumud Mishra, was unbelievable. Till now, you've seen communal films or
Correct.
based on communal tensions, which are like black and white.
Yeah.
This is grey.
That's right.
It gives you a perspective of an extremist Hindu,
Right.
a liberal Hindu,
Right.
and also somewhere in the middle.
Right.
It gives you a perspective of an extremist Muslim,
Correct.
a liberal Muslim, and a Muslim who's anti-Muslim at the same time,
Right.
played by Rajat Kapoor.
Correct.
So nobody has given those
Multiple perspectives. That's right,
perspectives in
that's true.
Indian film.
Right.
So it was same thing is happening in Article 15, that they are multiple perspectives. There's a Dalit in the film who's against Dalits. Ki ye kya kar rahe hain hum log?
Correct.
Then there's a guy from the so-called upper caste, a Brahmin, who's like, what's happening in this country?
Right.
And there are also upper caste people who are against the lower caste and vice versa.
Right.
So if you don't give different perspectives,
Yeah.
then where's the realism?
True.
So this is the real society.
True. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Rajeev.
All the
Thank
best.
you,
Rahman.